Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the two new episodes of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon on Season 5 on episodes 12 and 13. These two episodes right here were pretty good, and depending on your point of view, it could be pretty bad. Anyways, thought these two episodes did a good job of what's to come, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We get to see that the Allied forces of Hestia against the Freya Famailia are pretty much in a very cornered spot, or should I say, being in a cornered rat situation, because many of the gods actually lost their freaking their flowers, which is important. The moment the flowers is taken or destroyed, you're out of the game. So pretty much many of them have fallen into battle, and when it comes to the Freya's army, they are just way too strong. Hogni, on the other hand, was just a whole different level, despite him being a little shy here and there and being totally different when fighting. Real Leon shows up to fight against Hogni and many others, or should I say, fight against Hogni, which is the main highlight of this episode in episode 12. However, when it comes to Ryu fighting Hogni, she actually is able to be on par with him, which Hogni's like, this doesn't make any sense. The last time when I fought you, you were actually weaker. So how in the hell did you level up this quick? Because it seems like you're level 6. That's almost impossible. However, Hermes says otherwise because Real Leon has been fighting for many years and she never had a status upgrade. So to see this now is actually very possible. So Real Leon went back to Australia to get a status upgrade and went back going to action in the war game, and therefore clashes against Hogni evenly. We get to see Heath coming in and interfering with Hogni's one-on-one fight, and this upsets Hogni. However, Heath says, "Hey, I don't care about your dignity or your pride because right now we have to fulfill Freya's desire. Isn't that not our job to do so?" We therefore see Hogni having no choice but to understand that, decides to you know what, fine, fine, whatever, I'll do that. However, things kind of turned for a little bit of the worst to come because one, well, for the Freya Famailia, that is. Sorry. We get to see that Ryu Leon ends up using an ability called Astrea Record, which allows her to use abilities of the members of the Astrea Famailia, even though they are late or early. I don't know. All I can really say is that Ryu actually has a magic ability in the Astrea Famailia that she's a part of that allows her to use magics from her late comrades that she was a part of. And she's using something that involves fire, and she easily dispatches those who would interfere the fight between her and Hogni. And eventually, it looks like Hogni will later on have a chance against Ryu, but he is actually very tired and losing stamina. The reason being is because even though the weapon he has a curse and it's a totally different level or a different kind of weapon, it comes at a price. You know, great power comes at a price, and if you use it for too long, you lose a lot of stamina and you will be out of breath. And that's what happened to Hogni. Unfortunately, because he has been fighting for a long time from the beginning and before he fought Real Leon, his stamina decreased dramatically. He's been overdoing it, never realizing that he was actually at his limit and never bothered to recover. And that's when Real Leon took advantage of this and manages to defeat him. We get to see Heath encouraging the other healers or the other people to not give up of the Freya Famailia and says, "We are going to win this. I'll heal Hogni right up." However, before she could ever take any action to recover Hogni into battle, he then ends up attacking her and the other healers of the Freya Famailia, ending episode 12 right there. So, when it comes to episode 12, I forgot to mention that Belle struggled greatly against Otar, which I would have mentioned in the next episode, but just saying here, Belle stood no chance against Otar at all. That is just how strong Otar is, and he is given the title the King. And when you're facing the King, you're facing someone who's very strong, depending on what the role is. You get the idea. That aside, let's get to episode 13. When it comes to episode 13, Hayden Hiden attacks Heath and her allies and gets very angry about this, but Hiden says, hey, look, between you and me, I'm stronger than you, and you just wasted a lot of your power already. So, if anything else, I'm just gonna knock you out cold like that, and knocks her out cold. The Freya Famailia gets word of this and gets very mad and upset about the situation. We don't really know why Hiden is doing this, but Hiden says, this is all for the benefit of my goddess and my leader, and I can tell you that right now. So, we get to see that Hiden tells Ryu to go help out Bell because he's already in a situation where, like, he is not going to survive against Otar at all. And that is to be exact. However, we get to see more allies coming in to help out and facing off against the 4 brothers of the Freya Famailia. And it's Anya along with, like, the other people of the Hostess Fertility or her friends. We get to see behind the scenes of Loki's doing with the help of Alan and many others of trying to get people to come in to help out against the Freya Famailia. Anya decides to get ready and fight after, like, getting convinced and get ready to go into action, thanks to Loki and Alan showing, like, Seer or Horn's body of Seer's face and what she feels. And then we get to see a scene of Mamma Mia showing up to, like, help out too and facing up against Otar. So we get to see Ryu and Mamma Mia show up to fight against Otar with Bell, and Bell ends up getting killed by Ryu Leon, and it took a little while. And Ryu Leon decides to confess her love to Bell, even though she knows that Bell is chasing after someone else, which is understandable, but kind of embarrassing if you think about it to do it now, but I guess that's just get it out of the way and just to focus, I guess. Sometimes it's best to let it all out than just to keep it in. Anyways, when it comes to fighting the 4 brothers of the Freya Famailia, pretty much they are the freaking, like, Guer Gulavir, Alfred Gulavir, Valent, Devlan Gulavir, Belra Gulavir, the Gulavir brothers. And, of course, they had no choice but to decrease their status thanks to Anya's help and Lily interfering and, of course, the level status up to able to turn the tide. They managed to defeat them one at a time or one by one. So, they managed to win despite the struggles, but the real battle has yet to come. Not to mention, Alan, who is the vice captain of the Freya Famailia, is about to join in the fray. And we all know how strong he is. He is the second, if not second strongest of the Freya Famailia from what I understand. Because he was given a certain title beside that's not a king, but all I could say is that, like, they're fighting for it, that Alan is known to be at least the level. All I know is Alan is pretty much, like, known to be the fastest in the city and so forth. Other than that, all I can really say is that Alan, once he joins in the fray, it could turn around pretty badly, because that is just how strong Alan is. Sorry if I'm a little off topic and talking about him too much, but yeah. Anyways, when it comes to Otar fighting against Mamma Mia, Ryu, and Bell, it looks pretty even, but I'm pretty sure Otar is stronger. As for Mamma Mia, she has not gotten stronger and was just weaker. Otar just tells Mamma Mia, you know, you've gotten very weak. All I ever did was keep going forward and keep getting stronger. You just stood still and relaxed for too long. But Mamma Mia is actually still putting up a big fight, because if that was not the case, Otar would not struggle against her and he would not be blocking her attacks possibly. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that things look like it's even right now thanks to Loki's interference. So it looks pretty nice and great. Not really depending on the situation of what you're looking for, but other than that, things have turned the tide. So, looking forward to the next episode, but it all depends how it turns out here, because they still got Otar, which is, like, he is considered the strongest adventurer in all of Owario. That much is to be said. Not to mention, Alan has yet to come back and join in on the attack himself. So, it's going to be interesting how it turns out, because he then went rogue and Ryu Leon shows up to turn the tide against Hogni, and then without their healers, which is, like, I believe Heath, Heath. Yeah, Heath. They're pretty much like, okay, you gotta like without their full healer, they're pretty much like dead. Or I guess it's now even. I think saying the Freya Famailia will be dead is wrong because Otar, like I said, is still going, and Alan's about to return back to coming back to protect base and protect Freya and everyone else. Anyways, looking forward to next episode. Hopefully it'll be very good, and we're getting close. I'm pretty sure we're getting close to a certain conclusion of the fight, considering that there's only a few episodes left. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Ta-ta-da!